Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003, Great American Ballpark. Today, we'll see a contest from the National League Central between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Cubbies played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
And now in the box, Ketel Marte. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now here's the first offering. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1 as we are underway here in Cincy. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
1 strike.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now, 3-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
To the plate now, John Birdie. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 7 homers and an even 40 RBIs. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call the pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Row. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Up next, Corey Seager entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch of the AB now.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
And another foul ball. Just underway here in Cincinnati. This one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Adbert Alzolay will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
So now into the box is Nico Horner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here it comes.
Ball.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully, he can find it soon.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Hit out towards second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Nick Senzel.
Digging in next, Nick Senzel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds. Jesse Winker will be next. The 3-1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
1 out, runner at first, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. set and the pitch.
Ball one.
Alzolay has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Has a look, now the pitch. Senzel, base runner at first with 1 out. Winker in front, 3 balls and a strike.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air out to center field. Marte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aristides Aquino. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home.
Hi. You're playing 2. You're 2.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Nick Castellanos now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 4 for 14. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. First pitch of the AB now. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
And you can see why this team is in first place in the division. A solid ball club with good hitting and good pitching. And it's always key when you're playing interdivision squads.
A 2-0 count, the pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder still ranging back. gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. 32 now for the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, last pitch was 94, then you pull the string. 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
And he'll try and tempt him with one of the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 1-2 delivery. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Contreras, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Gray ready with the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's Joey Gallo now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in next will be the outfielder Nicky Delmonico.
The first baseman, Nicky Delmonico.
First offering. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Ball,
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first
Swing
baseman.
11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
right side, but it's well fouled. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Leadoff knock right there, Dan. How frustrating is it to let that leadoff guy get on?
When you're pitching, you want to get that first guy out, D-Roy. Your chances of scoring runs are so much more slim when you get that first guy out. Traffic on the bases, now you have to pitch out of the stretch. It's never easy for the pitcher.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 6 home runs, and 43 RBIs. Now the 1-0. A little bouncer. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Delmonico gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Two and 2 count. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2
Well, you
strikes,
don't
full
see it
count.
all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now into the box, David Bodie. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one. From the stretch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A 1-0 delivery. In tight. Awfully tight. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the upper deck and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year. And it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
The catcher, Tucker.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3 runs already home here. There's ball 4.
Take your base.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next, it'll be Sonny Gray, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch, and he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. The 0-1 pitch. And look out. Oh, that got him. And anytime you hit the pitcher, you're asking for trouble.
Oh, boy. Pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
In now is Nico Horner. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. From the stretch. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. A ball and a strike.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1 home is taken. Ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Ball 4.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Now at the plate, Nick Senzel. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. First pitch on the way.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Barnhart on third. Gray on second. Horner at first with no outs. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still 1-2. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it?
No.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-1 Cincinnati. Ready now is Bobby Dahlbeck. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
3 balls.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Adbert Alzolay. A textbook sack bunt situation here. First pitch of the AB now. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ketel Marte. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Ball. No, that's it. Ball 2. 2-1.
Swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, John Birdie. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Well, I stand corrected. I still don't agree with it, though.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Senzel calls for it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aristides Aquino, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Number 44.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He collected a base hit his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So here is Tyler Naquin. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. The 0-1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Now he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that is down as that could be 2 bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Standing in now, David Bodie. Line down the left field line. This is foul for the first strike. Swings through it for strike number 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Driven nicely into the gap. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Now the 1-0. Catches the strike zone as he tried to check his swing. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball. You know, I think his mechanics are starting to betray him a little bit. He's really lost the strike zone, and when that's the case, something is usually off at his delivery.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 3 here in the Queen City. It's now 4-1 Reds. New inning set to get underway. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Count even now at 1-1. Here it comes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Hit hard, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Here's the 2-1 home.
Ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Three and 2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3 and 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Now it'll be Rafael Devers. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Two balls.
Great
No
chance
strike.
right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Seager over at second. Castellanos on at first with nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
20-12.
Hey, this
One
is a
ball,
monster
2 strikes.
strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. A swing and a miss, and that's a big out number 1.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Line drive, fair ball down the line. 1 run is scored. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 21 homers and 54 runs batted in. And that's in there for his strike 1 and 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off up for ball number 3.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Full count now. Runners are at second and third with one down. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So stepping in is Adbert Alzolay, the potential tying run for him at third base. Now the first pitch. Still only one out in the inning. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Here comes the 1-2.
No.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Three and 2. He's taken this as far as it can go.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get at the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
At the plate now, Ketel Marte, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0. A leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And the tying run is in to score from third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, John Bertie. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he falls behind 0-2.
Put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Good waste pitch, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit.
The other side is retired as they make the play. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 4-4. Austin Meadows will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17. Austin.
First pitch of the AB now. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 18 homers, 57 runs batted in. The 1-0. There's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Into the windup and the pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Another full count pitch home. Line shot to first, and there's one away. At the plate now is Nico Horner. Rex Brothers, a lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Stepping in now, Nick Senzel, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Demo. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives it away. Yeah, took it right back to where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the runner.
To the plate now, Jesse Winker.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Thank you, Heidi. Jesse Biddle, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Jesse Biddle.
Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
The shortstop, Corey
Here's the first pitch. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0.
No. 2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch.
That's the
And
ball.
a good
Take
eye
your
here
base.
as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. First offering.
Ball.
I wonder if that call not
One
going
ball,
his way
no
right
strike.
there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Seager aboard here at first with nobody out. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0 home. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Set to deliver on 2-1.
That's the ball.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First pitch of the AB on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
First and second here with nobody out. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the right fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
In now, Wilson Contreras. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball.
And that misses inside 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 pitch.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. No,
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
The next Cub up, Bobby Dahlbeck. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Now the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it, too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that will end up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Cam Bedrosian, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Rex. Labor Torres will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Labor Torres.
And now the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. High and deep down the left field line. but this will wind up being a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. No errors and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 7-5. Adam Morgan, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. Now to the plate, here is Aristides Aquino. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Number 44.
He's set. Here it comes. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Nicky Delmonico waits on deck. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turn to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about.
Standing in now, Nicky Delmonico. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 delivery. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hitting right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2.
Ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. Got him. So a runner at first with one out now. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. Has a look, now the pitch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
2-1. Here it is. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. Next, it'll be David Bodie. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the belt, kicks and deals. No balls and one strike. Center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. One left for Cincinnati. They're down 2-7-5. So in now for Chicago, Ketel Marte. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Ketel Marte.
First pitch of the AB now. That just misses off the inside for ball one. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-0 home.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1. Hit in the air to center field. Naquin's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter number 6.
So next to bat will be John Birdie. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one, up.
Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The batter number 5. Corey.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. A couple of walks for him thus far. from the stretch. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Nicholas Castellanos will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
No ball. 1 strike.
Seager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're still up 7-5. Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Tucker Barnhart.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. To short, hit hard. And there's 1 away. Kyle Farmer steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning.
Number 19, Kyle Farmer.
first pitch on its way. And this is low, ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Nico Horner. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
At the plate now, Nick Senzel. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Rowan Wick takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Next up, Jesse Winker. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Farmer at third, Horner at second, Senzel at first, 1 gone. The 2-0 pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And this is going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double, so that'll tie the game, but it will not give them the lead.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Stepping in now, Aristides Aquino. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Probably wanted more of that at that with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Stepping in next, Nicky Delmonico. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Oh-1 count, the pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Right fielder coming on. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 9-7 contest. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they score 4 times on 4 hits. No errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 7. Lucas Sims is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 39, Lucas.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Rafael Devers, and they could use a spark from him here.
Leading off the Cubs, the third baseman, Rafael.
first pitch on its way.
Ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
2-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Next to dig in, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch.
Ball.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Nobody out, runner on first. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3 and 2.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
A runner at first with no outs here. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Up next to the Cubs, the left fielder.
And now Joey Gallo, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Fouled off.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Ready with another 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
1 ball.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial...
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Devers on second. Contreras at first with no outs. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Into the box, Bobby Dahlbeck, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. A 1 pitch on its way. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. First and second now, 1 man out. Low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit high and deep to right center. Naquin is there as he had to travel the ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the 2nd out. So here now is the pitcher, Rowan Wick. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation. JT Realmuto will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, JT Realmuto.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Ball, no.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Cubs strand a couple. They trail by a couple. It's 9-7. Trevor May gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
And stepping in, Tyler Naquin, lifetime in this matchup. He's just 1 for 6. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Two and 2.
No.
Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes, full count.
David Bodie waits on deck. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they jump ahead by 3.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Up next to Cincinnati, the third baseman, David Bodie.
At the plate, David Bodie. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Three and 0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And now the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Bodie on at first. Nobody out. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1 misses above the zone for a ball. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
The 2-2 is a called third strike right on the inside corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Chesler Cuthbert will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. There's a swing and a high fly ball out to left field. This ball's got a chance, and this one is gone.
He must have had a big old country breakfast this morning, pal. Boy, oh boy.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first home run of the season, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now back, second baseman,
In now, Nico Horner, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. One and 1 to the Reds leadoff man.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. You just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Next to hit, Nick Senzel. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball.
Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Here it comes, 2-0. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
3-1.
Jesse Winker would be next. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Jesse Winker. He's got 1 hit and 4 at-bats. Now the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1. Ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 3-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Reds are on top, 12-7. Noah Ramirez is on now out of the bullpen as he'll make his 70th appearance so far this year.
Number 41.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. First offering.
No.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the 1-0. quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Striding in is John Birdie, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Corey Seager, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball, and it misses in the dirt for ball 1.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 2 for 4. Now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bullpen and gone. A solo home run for Corey Seager, number 26 for him on the season, as they've cut this deficit down to 4. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matty V. How about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first, and that retires the side. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Reds 12 and the Cubs 8. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Aristides Aquino, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Right field, number 44.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The Cubs entered the day looking to wrap up a big series. Alejandro Zepeda is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 56, Alejandro Zepeda.
That misses 2-0. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Monaco.
Stepping in once again is Nicky Delmonico. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw right there. Maybe the first base coach was giving him the green light to go ahead and go to second base, but obviously it didn't work out in that situation. It did take a good throw to get him, though.
Aquino gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
From the stretch. Outside, 2-1. From the stretch. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Next to stand in is Tyler Naquin. Blasted a solo homer last time up.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gallo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So now to the plate, David Bodie. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
1-0 pitch on the way. 1-1 the count. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Throw into third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A 1 pitch on its way.
No.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Here's the 2-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled off. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Castellanos is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. The Reds strand a couple. They're still up 12-8. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Andrew Chafin will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Davey Grion will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike. Hey.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Now batting.
So now here is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First delivery to him.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So next to hit is Joey Gallo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. Gallo swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And gone. An absolute bomb. Big Joey Gallo leaves the yard with a solo shot, giving him an even 150. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Amir Garrett gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Number 50, Amir.
At the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here, and it's fouled away. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Wow, plenty of runs to go around in this one. Not a great day to be a pitcher, that's for sure. These hitters look like they knew it was coming as soon as the ball was coming out of the hand.